He knows a lot about the science stuff. Professor Dave explains.
Let's check out some questions regarding molarity and molality. The first question asks 6.02 times 10 to the 20 molecules of urea are present in 100 milliliters of solution. What is its concentration? And then the second one asks, with an increase of temperature, which of these parameters for a solution will change? So we need to know what molarity and molality both are. So I have some tutorials on solutions as well as colligative properties that may help if you've forgotten. And when you're ready, give these a try. So for this first question, the only data we have is 6.02 times 10 to the 20 molecules of urea. And it doesn't really matter what it is. It just happens to be urea. That's not really relevant. And so let's take this information and we want to get moles. Remember, we need moles we need the moles of solute in order to get a concentration. So let's use Avogadro's number. Let's take 6.02 times 10 to the 20 molecules times 1 mole over 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd molecules, because there is that many, there's Avogadro's number of items in a mole, no matter what object we're looking at. So if we do that arithmetic, we get 0.001 moles of urea. And then all we have to do to get the concentration is take the moles of solute and divide by the volume of the solution. So 0.001 moles divided by 0.1 liters. Remember, we need moles per liter. That's the definition of molarity. And so we have a 0.01 molar solution. So that was a quick and easy one. We just needed moles per liter, and in order to get moles of solute, we had to use Avogadro's number to go from a number of molecules to a moles of solute. And then the second question, remember, we are trying to figure out what's going to happen to each of these parameters when we increase the temperature. So just to start, let's go ahead and define all of these, right? We want to know exactly what these are measuring. So molality, if we recall, is moles solute per kilogram solvent. Molarity is moles solute per liter of solution. Mass fraction of solute, that just means we're looking at the mass of the solute as a fraction of the mass of the total solution. And then mole fraction is pretty much the same thing, just for moles. We're looking at the moles of some solute as some fraction of the total number of moles in solution. So what we're trying to understand here is when we increase the temperature, which of these things is going to change? So we have a lot of things with moles, right? We have moles solute, we have total moles. And that's not going to be it, because when we change the temperature, we're not going to have more atoms and molecules appear or disappear, right? The number of moles present in solution is not going to change depending on the temperature. Same thing with mass. We're not going to have matter appear or disappear. So the mass of things is not going to change. So mass solute, mass solution, kilogram solvent, that doesn't work either. But the one thing that does change is liters of solution, right? We know that thermal expansion is a phenomenon that we can observe in nature. And so when we raise the temperature, right, we're raising the kinetic energy of all the molecules in solution. And so that means that the solution will expand slightly. And so as we raise the temperature, the volume of a solution will change. So the answer here is B, molarity will change as we raise the temperature. That's also, by the way, the reason that we use molality for colligative properties, because the molality won't change, the mass of the solvent won't change, and we are changing the temperature when we examine colligative properties. So that's why we use molality when we look at colligative properties rather than molarity. So these are the two answers for these questions.
Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe to my channel for more tutorials. Support me on Patreon so I can keep making content. And as always, feel free to email me, ProfessorDaveExplains@gmail.com.